what's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. So we have to talk about Shiba Inu here because we keep breaking our support lines over and over and over again, and this is a really important point right now inside the crypto market because so much FUD is going around, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and there's no more people that are FOMOing into crypto, which is fear of missing out, which is essentially why crypto was jumping so heavily, because everyone was FOMOing in. And I've actually just now noticed a pattern here in SHIB that I really want to let everyone know. So first of all, the downtrend that we're on, obviously we're on a downtrend, right? Everyone knows that we're on a downtrend, obviously. So the next thing that I want to talk about, other than the current downtrend that is very, very apparent, is the current trend that we're on now, which is quote unquote a little uptrend. But just like back here, it was a temporary uptrend. As you can see, this uptrend is very temporary, and as you can see back here, the uptrend was temporary. And look, we actually bottomed out. Just like back here, you can see that we bottomed out. We did the same thing here, we bottomed out. So we could actually see something where we actually continue to bottom out and then come back here to this trend line, and then continue to trade sideways and go up, and then boom, down again, so we can actually break the support line again. Because if you look over here, look, we bottomed out once, we bottomed out twice, but the third time we hit that bottom, we actually decided to break that trend line. So you can see it here again, we bottomed out once, we bottomed out twice. The third, what could have been the third time right here, what you see right here, it tried to touch the bottom, but it just couldn't because there is too many sheep supporters, too many sheep army just holding it. So we did not end up bottoming out again right here. But what we could end up doing is bottoming out here, and if we bottom out here, we'll actually go down below the support line. Then we'll be at the 0.00000006 area. So I want to warn the sheep army here, if we do see another dip, just know that is not unprecedented, because I'm telling you right now, I'm noticing a trend, and whenever I notice these trends, they typically tend to happen. I'm not trying to act like I'm a guru here, but I am noticing a trend here. So remember, this is all temporary. So if we do drop, we could have a temporary drop. Just know that, because this could happen in all cryptos, right? So something that a lot of people are predicting right now is that Bitcoin goes all the way down to 20K, and that would be the complete bottom before we have our next bull run. That's what a lot of people are saying. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to get all the way down to 20K with Bitcoin, but hypothetically speaking, if we did reach 20K with Bitcoin, we know that Shiba Inu would also take a hike downwards because we follow Bitcoin. So Ethereum follows Bitcoin, Shiba Inu follows Ethereum, because remember, it's an ERC20 token. It was made on Ethereum, so it's going to follow Ethereum regardless. And Ethereum is going to follow Bitcoin because it was made in the light of Bitcoin. So that is what we're watching here, and I'm noticing this trend where we are just bottoming out, just like how I just now said. So if this area back here is the same exact as this one, if the same exact trend is happening, then we could expect another 10% dip and go probably down to about 0.000068 or 67 before we have another rally back up to the 7 area. But remember, these are only temporary drops. But yeah, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just warning everyone the patterns that I'm noticing. And remember, with crypto right now, technical analysis are going straight out the window. Like, none of these technical analysis matter. Like, I'm only doing this because I'm showing you the pattern. Like, the technical analysis only matters when we're looking at the bearish pattern, and obviously we have a bearish pattern here. So if we're following the bearish pattern, then we can see that we are actually about to dip a little bit. But we cannot make a technical analysis based on a bullish pattern because we're not in a bull market right now. We're in a bear run. So the only patterns that matter right now are the bearish patterns. And the bearish pattern that I'm seeing right now is very, very prevalent, and it has been on a bearish pattern for a while now. If you look at how long it's been on this bearish pattern, you can kind of see that we've been inside of this same trading motion, and now we bottomed out again, like back here. Now, let me remind you, look, we bottomed out up here, and then we bottomed out down here. So we couldn't break out of the trend line up here and continue on the uptrend. But what if we end up doing it down here? So there's something that I'm saying here, that we could either go down or up, but we're more than likely about to dip because of the FUD and the fear, uncertainty, and doubt inside the crypto market. So yes, we could possibly go up, but the only thing that will bring us up would be a major catalyst, such as Shiba swap being a major catalyst, or just some kind of news thing talking about Shiba, or Elon Musk or something talking about Dogecoin. So that's the only thing that could honestly bring us up here inside SHIB. So honestly, my bet right now is that we're probably going to dip about another 5 to 10% right now before we go back on another major uptrend. A major uptrend like how we had back here, that was kind of major because we went from that 0.0006 area all the way up to the 9 area. And remember, we were already down there. We were already down there before at 5.7. So we could actually drop back down there again. That would be a 10 to 20% drop, and is not unprecedented. It could happen easily. So I'm just warning the sheep army right now. I'm not going to be like everyone else that's just saying sheep going to the moon, predicting that it's just about to hit 1 cent in the next week. Because let's be honest, sheep is not hitting 1 cent in the next week. It will not happen. Remember, 1 cent, that's above 100 billion or 100 billion market cap. That's a lot of money. So that's not going to happen in a week. We're only at 2.8 billion market cap. 1 cent is something that you want to look at either by the end of the year or somewhere mid next year. But it's not something that's going to happen by the end of the week. But remember, Shiba Inu and crypto in general is a long play right now, because remember, we are in a bear market, and since we're in a bear market, we do not want to be making bullish predictions. We do not want to be making bullish predictions, because when you do that, people tend to get burned. Whenever influencers are like, it's going to the moon, it's going to shoot to $1. I was making those videos while we were on our uptrend, and then I started noticing this downtrend. So now you're noticing my videos are changing. I'm telling you, we are inside a downtrend, and we are inside of a bearish market for crypto in general. So if you are a trader, you want to get out now. If you are a long-term investor, you want to stay in and buy the dips over and over again. So that is all I'm saying. So for all the traders out there, if you're just trying to make money temporarily, you're not trying to hold for a long time, you just want to make it rich really big, you would want to sell out now and wait for it to get to the bottom. Now, if you are a long-term holder, you do not want to sell. That is just my honest opinion. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. So I'm just telling you the facts and what we are seeing here inside Shiba Inu. So honestly, all in all, Shiba Inu is still in a good place right now, because remember, Shiba Inu is a community-based crypto. So what we are based off is the community, which means that as long as the community is strong, Shiba Inu is strong, and the sheep army is still strong. And another thing I want you to look at how we kind of already topped out here. You can kind of see the pattern here. It looks like we're actually about to dip, and we're actually starting to do that. So this is why I want to tell you all right now, be very careful. Do not invest your life savings. Only invest what you're willing to lose. And then once you see it hit the bottom, that's when you want to start buying the dips. And how do we know when it hits the bottom? Well, we know that when we see a 30% jump and we see it continue to rise. But remember, 30% jumps is not unprecedented inside of crypto. Like, it always happens. So if we see a 30% jump and it continues to rise, that's a clear sign that you want to get back in on sheep. But you do not want to buy at the peak, and you do not want to sell at you do not want to buy at the peak, and you do not want to sell at the bottom. So if this is the complete bottom, you don't want to sell. The only reason why I would even tell traders to sell right now is because I am predicting that it will continue to go down for about another 10 to 20%, because the FUD inside the crypto market. We know Bitcoin is probably going to go back down to about $30,000. If Bitcoin goes down to $30,000, we know sheep will follow it down about 10 to 20% more. So that is a complete fact right there. But yeah, I'm definitely pretty optimistic still with the crypto market. We just need some time to get back on our feet. So this is a slight correction, not even a slight correction. It's not as bad as the other corrections in crypto, what has happened in the previous past, but it is a correction. This is a pretty, solid correction. If you look at the correction that we had back here inside of 2017, you can kind of see, like, we peaked up all the way here, 20k, 19k, but then when we went down, we went all the way down to 3k. So if you think about that, what is 19 minus 3? Well, 19 minus 3 is 15k. So if you think about how much we actually went down, we went down 15k out of 3k. So if you think about where we're at now, from 64k, where would we be at if we're looking at that? Well, that would probably bring us down to 20k. And that's why I'm saying I do not know if crypto will go all the way down to 20k, right? I'm not saying that it will. I do not know if Bitcoin will go all the way down to 20k. I hope it does not go down to 20k. But if it goes down to 20k, Shiba Inu will follow. But if Shiba Inu drops Shiba Swap, that's the only way that we could break out of this. We really need Shiba Swap to come out. So, like, the developers really need to do something. But we also know the developers will not release Shiba Swap until the FUD is over, until the fear, uncertainty, and doubt of crypto is over. That's the only way they're going to release Shiba Swap. So unless the FUD ends and then we go back on a bull run, then that's when Shiba Swap comes out, whenever we're back on a bull run, right? So let's look at what we have here, and we'll kind of try to decide if Shiba Swap is coming out now or later, just based on all these different articles that we've been seeing, right? So 3 factors driving Shiba Inu crypto price, which is supposed to reach, people want to see $1 by 2025, but I'm going to be completely honest with you here. $1 would bring us to 390 or no, $1 would oh no, this is Bitcoin. Let me back up. $1 would bring Shiba Inu all the way up to about 394 trillion market cap, right? $394 trillion. We don't even have $394 trillion circulating in the whole entire economy of Earth. Like there's no $394 trillion circulating right now. And if it was circulating, it all would not go into SHIB. That's just not possible. Every human being on the planet would have to put money into SHIB for it to do that. If we even had 394 trillion circulating, we only have about 80 trillion circulating in the whole global economy, and that's a lot of money. And to expect 394 into SHIB is just, it's ludicrous. But 1 cent SHIB, that's the SHIB we want to see. We want to see 1 cent SHIB. We don't want to see $1 SHIB, because that would mean heavy inflation on every single country, and we do not want to see that. So $1 SHIB will not happen, but 1 cent SHIB definitely will. So let's keep looking at what we have here with the 3 driving factors of Shiba Inu. So yes, obviously, number 1, Shiba Inu keeps following, but there's no rush for exit. The Shiba army is still strong as ever. Look at this. We still have a lot of people in our SHIB. There's still 943,000 people watching it, right? And then we go over here. We still have 527,000 holders. 527,000 hodlers. Total, there's been 2 million SHIB transfers total. And there's 527,000 people holding it. So that is why we are still strong here, and that can continue to drive us up. So that's another factor for a bull run coming in the future. I'm not saying the bull runs right now, because that's definitely not happening right now. We're going to have to wait until July, possibly August. But hopefully July will be big for crypto in general, right? So another thing, Shiba Swap, obviously, Shiba Swap will send us to the moon. We all know this, but we don't know exactly when it will be released. And then the third, investors' interest in it's all intact, right? So investors still have their interest intact with Shiba Inu. So no drop in social media traffic. And let's go over to Twitter just so we can kind of confirm that, right? Let's type inside of SHIB, and what is the first thing we see with SHIB? Shiba Inu, Shiba Swap, all that. You still see that it's still trending. Well, not on the front trending page, but Shiba Inu is still inside of people's mentions. People are still mentioning it, talking about it all the time, right? So that's good news, right? And the more stuff that we have, let's go over that. Okay, so will at least Shiba Inu reach $1? We already discussed that. We are not predicting a $1 yet, because $1 is just ludicrous, but 1 cent is pretty cool. I definitely want to see a 1 cent SHIB. But anyway, look, Shiba Inu could dethrone Dogecoin, but would it even matter? People are saying it could, but would it even matter? What do they mean by that? They're saying Shiba Inu could certainly continue to trend upward, and it could beat Dogecoin, but it doesn't matter. They say beating the Dogecoin killer won't give Shiba Inu any validation in the long term. A meme coin that beats another meme coin is still foundationally unstable, and that's true. That's why we need Shiba Swap. If Shiba Swap comes out, just think about it. Dogecoin does not have their own exchange. I love Dogecoin, I really do, but it doesn't have its own exchange. Shiba Swap coming out with its own exchange, that will make Shiba completely legitimate, and it will make it a better investment than Dogecoin. So that is what we need right now. We need Shiba Swap. So it's all coming down to Shiba Swap, because we have the people on the side of Shiba. There's still 527,000 hodlers in the Shiba army. So literally, there's still a lot of money flowing in Shiba. The biggest whale, $500 million, but we all know it's probably an exchange, just like the Binance exchange. It's all exchanges at the top, but still, there's so much money circulating. We still have the India COVID crypto relief fund at $72 million. So there's still a lot of people holding big numbers in Shiba, right? All right, 3 reasons why Shiba Inu price may be ready to rally. That other article we seen is not the only one talking about this. Every single person knows right now what Shiba has to do, right? And what Shiba is doing. So Shiba Inu needs the Shiba Swap, and we need media traffic to continue to go as it is. The media traffic is doing pretty good. And look, I'm doing my job right now with the media traffic. I'm putting more and more content out there. But as a content creator, I'm doing my job by not telling you that it's going to the moon immediately. But when you look at people's videos and they say Shiba Inu to $1, Shiba Inu to 1 cent right now, it's not going to happen right now. Shiba Inu will never reach $1 because we will never have $394 trillion in a market cap. Maybe in the year 3000, but you know how long it's going to be for us to reach $394 trillion in the whole global economy. That's going to take a very long time. That's something that takes centuries to build. It literally, think about how long the U.S. economy has existed. Now think about how long the global economy existed, and we're only at $80 billion total globally. Like, that's like, come on, we're gonna need another 100 years to have $394 trillion inside the whole global economy. That's just a lot of money. And yeah, $1 is not gonna happen. 1 cent could happen, because that's gonna bring us up to about a $3 trillion market cap. But that's still a lot in market cap. You have to think about the 1 cent mark. That's still a lot. That's why whenever I come on these videos, I like to say this is the point where we really want to see Shiba at. Like, yes, 1 cent is cool, but this is even cooler because it's more achievable. And when you don't reach 1 cent by the end of the year, you won't just feel let down, because we're almost guaranteed to either reach this point here or this point here. But wanting to reach this point here, it's just ludicrous. And then wanting to reach this point here, all right, it's kind of cool. We definitely want to see that. And if we have Shiba Swap come out, we definitely can see that. But without Shiba Swap and without all the other stuff that we need to go up, we are more than likely going to see it here by the end of the year. But with Shiba Swap, 1 cent. So Shiba Swap, please come on right now. We need to get the 1 cent. Please, Shiba Swap, we are begging you right now. But anyway, let's keep moving it on. Let's keep it pushing. So yeah, we already talked about this. And then we have another thing, cryptocurrency choices. So there's more of the market than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And really, they're talking about the altcoins here. So really, the altcoins are gaining a lot of light right now as Bitcoin is losing its dominancy. Bitcoin is losing dominancy at a very fast pace because it's not continuing to increase in price. It's decreasing in price. And a lot of the other altcoins are actually starting to go up as Bitcoin's going down. Like, just look at Theta. Theta has been having a huge run. Polygon has been having a huge run. A lot of different stuff has been having nice runs. Like Monero having a nice run, 10% last 7 days. So look at this, AMP 36% last 7 days. A lot of these altcoins, even without it, it's been doing good. Shiba Inu, look, 17% in the last 7 days, 16% now. But even Shiba Inu, just look at that. Like, Bitcoin is losing dominancy. So yes, now that we're seeing this happen, this will actually be nice. Imagine Shiba Inu being the top crypto and being over Dogecoin and Bitcoin. Imagine that being at the #1 spot. So that'd be pretty cool to have. And we're seeing it every single day with Bitcoin losing dominancy. But Bitcoin will more than likely be the top crypto forever because, you know, it's Bitcoin. Come on, people are not gonna just leave Bitcoin. But another thing, look. Remember how the India COVID crypto relief fund, remember how Vitalik Buterin sent all that money to them? People are following in his footsteps and sending tokens of other things, different organizations. So look, tokens to TFA Worldwide Association, that's what Olympian Jan Hudek just now gave. He just now gave 100 million Panda tokens to TFA Worldwide Association. So people are walking in the light of SHIB. SHIB is setting a great example for the world and for the crypto space. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. But yeah, just remember what I said now. Look, we just now touched the peak of that line right there. Remember, that was a key point of resistance. This is a key point of resistance, 0.000000073. That's a key point of resistance. It hit 729 and it did not want to go over it, the 7.3 area. Key point. And I gotta keep saying this because it's a short-term resistance line. And what do we have when we have a short-term resistance line? If we can't break it, we usually have a short-term downtrend following it. So we may just have the short-term downtrend like we just now seen over here. And yeah, it's probably going to happen. So yeah, do not be scared if you see it drop. And remember, if you watch these other people's videos and they're talking about $1 Shiba Inu, just think about the legitimacy of what they're saying and then question them from now on, because $1 Shiba Inu is physically impossible. It's financially impossible. Not physically, financially. And it's also physically impossible. Yeah, financially impossible because we don't even have $394 trillion. In the market cap, anything times $1 is obviously $1. So if you multiply $1 by 394 trillion market cap, it's $394 trillion. So that is what we're seeing, or a circulating supply. 394 trillion circulating supply multiplied by 1 is 394 trillion market cap. So that is the mathematical answer to your question on will Shiba Inu reach $1. No, mathematically no, but emotionally yes. Emotionally we can all feel like Shiba Inu will hit $1, and that's what a lot of these people are talking about. A lot of these YouTubers are operating off emotion. I'm operating off logic, so I hate to burst your bubble here, but logically we're not reaching $1. You might as well slap yourself in the face for that. But I even said it would have reached $1 at one point, and I already slapped myself in the face because after doing the math, I was like, okay, I was wrong. But that's why we all have to do our own due diligence. We have to do math and not invest with emotion. I had so much money invested with Shiba Inu that I wanted it to reach $1. But then after I took a step back and I'm like, now that I see that my money went all the way down to $2,000 from $11,000, now I'm kind of looking at it like we're not gonna reach $1 because it's financially impossible. But yeah, it's just not gonna reach $394 trillion market cap because we don't have that much money circulating. But yeah, definitely keep watching Shiba Inu. A lot of people have been burned in the crypto market, even me myself. I've lost a lot of money just like all of you. I went from $25,000 down to now I have $5,000, but it's all cool. I really do believe that crypto is going to go up in the long term, and that's what we're all investing for, the long term. But if you are a trader, go ahead and sell now, because if you are a trader, we are going to drop another 5 to 10%. But for my long-term hodlers out there, the Shibarmy, we know we're going to rise. But yeah, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and check out the link in the description for a free stock with Robinhood and Webull. And I'll be back with another video. Peace.